Hey there, it is Dusty Thunder with another Reddit story for you. This one is, am I the astronaut for demanding my wife and her daughter pay to have my car professionally cleaned?
Well, they did something nasty in it. Oh, no.
I, 45 male, am married to my wife of 2 years, 39 female, Kate. She has a 16-year-old daughter, Lucy, from a prior relationship. Lucy's father is not living, so he's not in the picture. Is that a weird way to say that? Is it a weird way to say that? Kate is disabled and collects disability. Lucy is a junior in high school and works after school and on weekends. I work full-time from home, making around $150K a year. The other day, Lucy was out with friends in her car. She bought a mid-90s Civic from money she's earned working. It's a total shit box. Kate usually drives a Sentra, but it's currently broken right now and she doesn't have the money to fix it. I have a 2019 370Z that I love, but currently the roof is acting up on it, not going up, and it's not currently working. Lucy had called her mom saying the Civic broke down on the side of the road and she needed help. With the Sentra not working, I told Kate to get an Uber for Lucy and I'd loan her the money and she can pay me back with her next disability check. Instead, Kate begged me to borrow my car, saying that she didn't feel safe with Lucy in an Uber as a teen girl. I stupidly relented. Kate took my car to pick up Lucy, and as bad luck would have it, it started to rain and my convertible top was stuck down. Naturally, it rained all in my car and got it soaked. When they got home and put my car back in the garage, I first asked if they were okay. Then I went to check on my car. There was so much water in there. I knew it would mold or mildew and smell if not properly cleaned. I then told Kate and Lucy they need to split the cost of having my car professionally cleaned and detailed by a service of my choosing. I reminded Kate and Lucy I offered to loan money for an Uber and they declined, saying that Lucy didn't feel safe, which I think is complete bullshit. Uber is perfectly safe and it was only a 30-minute drive from our house. Now they need to pay several $100s to have my car taken care of. Lucy and Kate both said I'm being unfair and they'll just clean and detail my car themselves, but I want to know it's done right and I'll only have that confidence if it's done professionally. Am I the astronaut? What do y'all think? Elise says, I would charge them too, or at least make her work it off. Here's the problem that I see. Obviously, maybe she just wanted to drive the car because it's a cool car, right? It's a cool car. Is it Pam, Adventures with Pam? Are you on chat? You have a 370Z, don't you? It's a cool car. Maybe she just wanted to drive the cool car. Regardless of what the vehicle is, regardless of why the request was made, I'm trying to position him as a father and as a husband, and not as an independent dude who has no connection to his wife and her daughter, which is how he presented this in the title, right? He's a father. As a father and as a husband, your family's going to do shit that you have to clean up and deal with. It's going to happen. The second problem I have here is that your immediate response to this was, I want them to pay a lot of money to have someone else do this really well or right. And I understand it needing to be done well. I get it, right? At the end of the day, it's just water and it's just a car. Having them do it, have them look up videos on how to do it, monitor it if you want, but have them do it, cool. That's like one notch lower in severity. Helping them do it would be the right thing to do as a father and as a husband. But instead, you're putting monetary pressure on people who are already monetarily in a position where they can't take more pressure. And you're supposed to be someone who committed to both of them for the rest of your life. Money was the last thing that you should have punished them with. The last thing. So there's a very selfish approach in this too, right? I understand, they accepted a risk whenever they decided to drive your car and that they should clean it up. In no way, shape, or form do I think punishing them with something they have no way to resolve is a fair or right or fatherly or husbandly thing to do. That was a big failure in my mind for you. Now, the other side of it is, they did accept the risk whenever they decided to drive it, and they do have to deal with that, but give them something that you're putting a plan in front of them that they can't win. You're creating an impossibility here. So it's like, it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. It's a catch-22. It is a Kobayashi Maru for them. You're like, all right, I'm going to punish you with this thing that you definitely can't get out of. So you're going to be in my debt forever. Congratulations. When you've already positioned yourself above them. So yeah, it was a douchey thing to do. I don't even know that it's an ESH. You know what I mean? I think this might be more on you than anyone. My only question is this, it's like between a 2 and a 1 for me. Yeah, and Yoko, going back to your point about this originally became a not feeling safe with like an Uber or a Lyft. Whether that was the real reason or not, doesn't matter. Like, first of all, as a father and as a husband, I would want that to be the last choice. I would want to be the first line of defense, not the last. So it just further enforces his being completely selfish here. And maybe that's it. They've only been married for 2 years, but he's still alone. He's still number one. And he's definitely positioned them at like, not even the number 2 spot, maybe 5. I think his car might be number 2. And that sucks. So yeah, you were the asking for demanding. I'm not going to give you 1. I'm going to give you 2. You probably are a 1. And situationally, I think you really are. However, I'm giving you a 2 because I'm hoping that this is something that you just don't realize what you're doing yet. I'm hoping that this is a scenario where you either haven't been in a relationship in so long, or you were in a series of ones that failed because it never clicked for you, that you were only thinking of yourself, that you were never truly a partner with anyone, and you just don't know how to do it yet. If that's the case, there's hope. There's a way to turn that around. There's a way to learn and grow from it. And there can be improvements. Maybe he doesn't realize what's happening. Maybe he doesn't realize that he's being the asshole. He's coming here asking us. So yeah, you were an asshole. And a lot needs to change about your worldview. And that's going to be painful. But all hope is not lost. If what you desire is a functional, healthy, happy relationship with your wife and your daughter, you've got to stop thinking about yourself, and you've got to start thinking about your family as a unit and as a team, and lead that team.
I feel like he makes several like very selfish statements throughout this entire thing.
Yeah.
Number 1, his wife's car is broken and she can't fix it.
And it's a shit box.
Well, no, the daughter is a shit box.
Oh yeah.
But he says, and can't take my wife's car because it's broken and she can't afford to fix it.
So,
also, your car is broken. Why haven't you fixed it? If you're criticizing your wife for not fixing her car, and now the daughter's car is broken down, well, your car's broken too. So why haven't you gone and fixed it? Also, if you didn't want her to borrow your car, why didn't you go pick her up?
That should have been the first line of defense. Like him picking her up in his car, first line of defense. Second line of defense, you can use my car. Third line of defense, Uber, Lyft, whatever.
And the Uber, I'll loan my wife money so her daughter can get an Uber. Come on, bro.
Hey, this guy's not even, he's so much not playing the role of a husband. He's not even a sugar daddy. Like he's like not anything in there. I don't know how that works. So I wonder if he charges them rent. It's almost giving that extreme level.